Once upon a time, in the heart of the jungle, the mighty lion, king of all animals, sat licking his wounds after a fierce encounter with a goat. The goat, while trying to defend itself, had accidentally scratched the lion with its sharp horns. The lion, feeling insulted and angry, couldn't believe that one of his meals would dare to fight back with such dangerous weapons. "How dare these creatures carry such dangerous things as horns?" the lion growled to himself. "I, the king of the jungle, will not be hurt while enjoying my meal." His pride was deeply wounded, and his anger grew stronger by the minute. Furious and determined to prevent this from ever happening again, the lion issued a royal command. "Let it be known throughout the land, any animal with horns must leave my kingdom immediately or face the consequences." He gave them 24 hours to pack up and go, or else. The command spread like wildfire through the jungle, striking fear into the hearts of all the animals. The deer, the goats, the cattle, all the creatures with horns, began to panic. They gathered their families, packed up their belongings, and hurriedly fled the lion's domain. Even those with the tiniest of horns were terrified of the lion's wrath. In the middle of all the chaos, there was a little hare who had no horns at all. His soft, floppy ears were his only distinctive feature, and yet he was deeply worried. As the other animals rushed around, packing and leaving, the hare couldn't shake the feeling that he might be in danger too. That night, the hare had terrible dreams. In his nightmares, the lion appeared larger and scarier than ever, his sharp teeth gleaming and his roar echoing through the jungle. In the dream, the lion mistook the hare's long ears for horns, and the poor hare imagined himself being chased and caught by the furious lion. He tossed and turned all night, unable to shake the terrifying images from his mind. When morning finally came, the hare, still trembling from his dreams, crawled out of his cozy burrow into the early sunlight. As he stood in the warm morning light, something caught his eye, a shadow. The hare looked down and gasped. There on the ground, his long, pointed ears cast a shadow that, to his frightened mind, looked just like horns. "Oh no!" the hare cried, his heart racing. "The lion will see my shadow and think I have horns. He won't care what I say. He'll believe I'm hiding something." In a panic, the hare didn't stop to think rationally. He was so scared that he convinced himself that the lion would surely mistake his harmless ears for dangerous horns. Without another moment's hesitation, the hare hopped quickly across the field. As he passed his neighbor, the friendly cricket, he called out, "Goodbye, neighbor cricket. I'm leaving the jungle before the lion gets me. He'll never believe my ears aren't horns." And with that, the hare, still trembling from his wild imagination, raced away as fast as he could, leaving the jungle behind. Meanwhile, the other animals watched in confusion as the hornless hare fled, all because of a shadow and a very frightened mind. From that day on, the hare learned that sometimes fear can make us see things that aren't really there, and that it's always better to stop and think before letting our imaginations run away with us.